With our first foray into the SNES library, I thought it most appropriate to feature the game I enjoyed replaying the most throughout my grade school years. Final Fight was a game I played through dozens, if not hundreds of times. I don't know what it was about beat-em-up games on the SNES, but I loved them. And this game was originally developed to be a sequel for the original Street Fighter under the title Street Fighter 89, but the format changed from a fighting game to a side-scrolling beat-em-up following the success of another classic, Double Dragon. So Final Fight takes you through 5 levels of fisticuffs with the Mad Gear Gang, who have taken Jessica, Hagar's daughter and Cody's girlfriend, and it's your job to get her back. Wow. Incredible story. Compelling and rich. Alright, school's out, we just hopped off the bus and raced through the door. We kick off our shoes, throw our backpack on the couch, and it's up to our room to give these punks a beating of a lifetime. Let's go. Alright, and welcome back everyone, and thank you for joining me on a very exciting walkthrough episode today as we are dipping our toes into the SNES library, and starting with one of my favorite games to go back and play through, the popular arcade game ported to the SNES, Final Fight is what we're going to be playing today. And off the bat, they bring you in with a little bit of story and let you know what's going on. You are in Metro City, and the Mad Gear Gang has basically taken over and is running the streets, and Mike Hagar, the mayor, is his daughter is abducted, and they're trying to basically buy him out so that they can do whatever they want and just pay him off like the last mayor. That's what they're telling you here in the story. And somehow the broadcast is perfectly clear, and they show her tied to some post or something like that. And then this ugly mug shows up, Thrasher, pops on your screen, and you get the idea that basically we got to go kick some butt. So there's Cody, that's Jessica's girlfriend. So those are the two protagonists that you can pick from in this game. You're going to be working your way through 5 levels, beating the crap out of people, and trying to rescue back Jessica. So for this walkthrough today, I'm thinking I'm going to be Cody. I like him as the best chance to clear this game because he's a little bit faster and can punch a little bit faster. He doesn't do as much damage as Hagar. Hagar is probably my preferred character to use just because I prefer his strength, but Cody's a good one. So right off the rip, you're going to get a lot of these common types of enemies. Simons, Doug, whatever their names are, Jake, and I think Bread are the other ones. And they just kind of will approach you, one side or the other, sneak a few shots in there, but they're the basic enemies as I'm just like testing the controls here. And then you have to worry about 2P and J, these punk rock type of... Listen to me, I sound 100 years old. These punk rock kids with their with their plutonium logos on their jackets. But yeah, so they're the ones that approach. They got a little bit more speed, and they'll try to like stay away from you and then slip in and get a jab in for you. But really in the first area here, what I like to do in this section is actually put my back up against the right wall, and that way they can't work around you, so you can just keep firing off punches, and eventually they'll just walk into you, and you won't have to worry about taking any damage. See, they try to get in there, you can just turn and take them out that way. And then we're headed down into the, looks like subway tunnel or warehouse or something, so these two guys just having a good time. I don't know, what are they doing? Sharing intimate details about each other's lives, potentially? They were just kind of having a good time sitting on the ground there, I don't know. These Axel enemy and his counterpart Slash, those are ones that will potentially block your attacks too. They're very annoying too. They take a lot of damage when they give you a punch or a kick. So prioritizing them when they're on the screen is not a bad idea. So we'll just clear out this 2P enemy. As you can see, Cody's punches are quite quick. So worth it to, that's his asset basically, is sitting in one spot. And then you've got the big fat guys. Wong Hu, Geo Breyer, these guys. Cody's pretty good with a knife, so that can be an asset for you there. I don't necessarily need it, but try not to get caught in between guys too. That is, ooh, look at my little slick back jump there to get on one side of them. These big guys are going to like every now and then duck their head and then bull charge across the screen at you. The way to do that is just jump in the air and take them out with either a drop kick, or if you jump and press down an attack, you do like a knee, or if you're Hagar, you do a splash, and that will take them out. So now we have other punk rock kids. This is Sid, and I think Billy is the other one that comes up later with green hair. And I believe they actually replaced some female enemies that they had in the arcade version. That was something I read about this game before starting it, is that was those characters overtook those female characters of kind of the same idea. So I'm going to leave that barbecue, going to leave this giant, what appears to be cooked meat I found in a barrel right on the street until I clear this screen, and then I'll pick that up for a cool 10k points, and we get ourselves an extra life. And now we are at the first boss, Thrasher. So Thrasher is pretty simple. He'll hop around a little bit. What I like to do is if I can grab him, give him 3 knees, which does a pretty good amount of damage. 2 sessions of that, and he's going to hop over to his subway post there. Oh, I took it right in the kisser. But then you got to watch out. You got to get out of the way because he's going to jump off with a drop kick at you. So just be aware of that timing. Once that guy's come out of that broken door, you pretty much got to get out of the way. And then a couple more shots. Try to clear out the extra enemies if you can. But if you can get Thrasher down to either like low green health or yellow health, he's going to hop back up there again. Get to the top of the screen. Avoid that fire, that flare gun, whatever, dynamite, I don't know, fire, whatever the guy's throwing at you, and stay out of the way of that. And then you can pretty much take out Thrasher once you've killed all the extra enemies on the screen. So he just hops around a little bit. Just be quick with punches. If you can stay below him or above him, he might walk into you and you can get a grab move on him. And with that, we are through Area 1. The Slum has been cleared of all of the riffraff. You know what I mean? That's our job. That's our duty today. Good for Cody. I mean, Cody is he is a man on a mission right now. So now we find ourselves in the subway, moving quickly to Area 2. It pulls up here. I do have to watch out for Slash, who's coming in opposite. Now, that move that I just did there, the combo move that Cody has, it's 2 high punches, a low punch, and then if you finish, it's an uppercut like that. But if you happen to press the opposite direction and attack on that last move, you actually throw the character, just like that. So you do 2 high punches, a low punch, and then press back and attack, and you'll throw that enemy that you're working on with the combo. That's typically the one that gets you the most damage. And now we have obviously picked up a giant sword in a subway, because that would naturally be hiding in a barrel. Maybe that's where they stored them. And if you can be sharp with this one, pun intended, you can clear out both sides of these. The big Ondor enemy from the left comes at you. He's the weakest of that type of enemy. And eventually we find ourselves on the subway. So now we're just going to go clear this of all these guys. I mean, there are literally no civilians. The entire street, subway, the entire metro system is completely run by the Mad Gear. We have no other human life forms on the street or subway other than the gang. So it's one person versus the entire population of a city. You got to love those odds, I think, walking through a game like this. All right, a couple more of the basic ones here. Jake is one to worry about. He can drop in some serious kick damage if he gets to one side of you, so just be conscious of that. Yeah, there is kind of a hierarchy even of these enemies that you do want to be conscious of. And in any of these beat-em-up games, one of the basic strategies, if you can employ it, is get everyone on one side of you. That always makes life easier. So if I have an opportunity to do a combo and throw someone the other direction and get them in front of me, that's what I'm doing. The more I can keep everyone in front of me, the better chances I have. So, and we're doing pretty well here to start things off. Pretty good health. We've got an extra health refill there. We've got all of these enemies on one side, you know, slowly chipping away. Cody's not the strongest, but really fast attacks. And now that we're down to one enemy, that throw is going to do a little bit extra damage. So we'll try that a few times. And then... oh, come on. There you go. All right, and he's out of there. Pick up our pizza to get our health refilled. And we're in great shape here. Another nice little camp out for these gentlemen. I don't know. They're sharing deep details about their lives is all I can assume that they're doing. That's got to be my guess. And each of them just lining up to take jabs right to the face. Uh-oh. Got to watch out. Doing that throw, though, can leave you vulnerable if there are multiple enemies on one side. So picking the attacks that you want to go with is always a key of these two. Okay, threw them into those. That was great. That's another way, too. Throwing enemies into the opposite enemies on the opposite side of you grants you a quick knockdown, lets you regroup a little bit. Okay, we got ourselves a pipe. Get out of there. Oh, I hate Billy. They stand just outside the range of your punch a lot of the time, which makes life very uncomfortable fighting these guys. Okay, we've got ourselves a pipe. The barrel is out of here. Ondor is on the screen, but as long as we got that pipe, we can probably keep these guys at bay. Billy's out of there now. El Gato. I always want that to be El Gato because I love cats. But then again, that would mean I'm hitting a cat with a pipe. Never mind. Just forget everything I've said for the last 3-4 seconds now. It's Elgato, and that's what I will choose to remember him as. Oh, and then he does have that attack that he can break up your kind of weapon barrage there. Okay, we got to watch out now. All right. Had to use a special to clear them out. Special being jump and attack at the same time. Cody has like a hurricane kick basically that he does. And if you're Hagar, he does his spinning clothesline. And it will take a little bit of your health, but sometimes worth it to get yourself a knockdown so you can get out of a bad situation. All right, we've cleared the entire subway, and we are approaching the end of Area 2. I think I have another barbecue coming up here, again, in some sort of oil drum. I will pick that up quickly. I don't want to risk losing a life if I don't have to. And if we just stay kind of up in the top right or top left section of this scene here and let all the enemies come to us, they are fairly dumb. They walk right into you most of the time. So we can just clear this group out. Get out of here, Billy. Oh man, I did want the knife. I want the knife. If you know that reference, you are an OG. Okay, Billy is out of here after just throwing one right into the heart of his chest. One more scene to clear here before we get to the boss. We've got a slash enemy. Again, I get up to the top right of the screen, just kind of back out so that they can't come from above or behind, and then they've got to approach either from straight on or from beneath, and then you can easily adjust to either of those. So Slash is out of here, Jake's out of here. All right, we're into boss number 2 now, and all of a sudden you find yourself just suddenly into, a boxing ring? And you're like, all right, I'll fight somebody. Oh, but the thing is, he's got 2 freaking swords. So the way to take out Katana, similarly to how we handled Thrasher, we want to approach him from the bottom if we can. He is going to dash at you like that. Oh, I missed the throw. That stinks. He's going to dash. Oh, that stinks. He's going to dash at you with his swords every now and then. 2 knees, or if you're Hagar, 2 headbutts, and then a suplex or a throw is probably the way to work his health down the most. And then when he dashes at you, I'm in deep trouble. Typically what you try to do is get below him or above him when he dashes at you. And he won't hit you. He'll kind of like go to one side like that. And then if you can, approach him again from the top or bottom. All right, sweet. Didn't lose a life. That was huge. Kept my sliver of health and got Katana out of here. And we are through 2 levels now. Man, not losing a life there is so crucial. You've got to work them up before you get to Bay Area because it is quite difficult. Or Uptown, maybe. No, what the heck am I talking about? I can't remember. I can't remember the order of the levels. But before you get to the 4th level, you got to make sure you have a lot of extra lives in the bank. Okay, we're going to beat the crap out of this car, which, funny enough, I heard that this was... there we go. Got to get the front there. And I heard that this was actually a scene that they changed it. I think it said, oh my God, in the initial arcade version. And then they changed it to oh my car when this guy comes out and is very upset that he has lost his vehicle. So we'll get our oh my car type of thing going on here. And then we'll move our way over to the west side, which is Area 3. So off we go now to Area 3. Pretty simple to get things going again. But you do have an open area, and you're going to want to work all of your guys to one side if you can. Area 3 is a big one for trying to get through again without losing a life for me, because I'm going to spend them all on Area 4. And a lot of the basics here, when you can get them thrown and knocked down, just walk over right to where they stand up, and you can give them, get a couple of combos in before they're gone. All right, and then you got to take on Andor and Andor Jr. at the same time, so definitely work them to one side. And generally with Cody, if you just keep that that jab floating out there, they'll walk into one. Typically they won't, even if they charge at you. Oh, I'm in trouble. Got to get out of that. Even if they charge at you, you can normally catch them with a jab before they hit you. So just firing out those punches. I mean, you're going to wear out your attack button as you play this game. That's just, that's a given. But, all right, Andor is out of here. And off we go. I think we're going to break into the bar now. Into the club. All right. From some very nice ficus plants in the background. And now I'm not going to advance too quickly. I want to kind of draw out whatever enemies are here. Try to keep it a little simpler if I can so the screen's not overrun. I think the further you push, you might invite more enemies here. So just take this one slowly. Clear out those. Oh, we got another one. Oh, Elgato. And we'll get him out of here. These guys are really great. Their recovery when they are on the ground is very quick, so you can typically walk right over to them and just really string together a lot of combos if they're the only one on the screen. And they're pretty quick, and they walk right into your attacks most of the time. So, all right, we clear him out. Got ourselves a sword. We're in good shape. All right, fat guy's coming. We got one that's going to blitz at us. Like I said, that jumping attack will take care of it. Slash cannot block weapon attacks. So, oh man, I got him cornered. We're in great shape over here. Watch out for Doug, like Limu Emu. And take him out. And then one more Andor, I think is, well, Andor and then one more of those like Hollywood characters, I think is the rest of what we got in the bar. But we're in good shape. This Masmune is taking care of a lot. Oh, I didn't want that knife exactly. Let's throw that and pick this back up. Muramasa. Sorry, Masmune is... I got Final Fantasy on the mind, apparently. All right, one more Elgato to go, and then I think we're out into the streets where we're going to be working through to get to the last boss. Really, really healthy run so far. Feeling good about this. Oh, that's right. We got this. Some sort of weird pit. Okay, G and U Andor. These ones are awful if you get trapped. So what you want to do is throw that first one or suplex if you're Hagar and get over to the corner and just start spamming attacks. They will continue to run into it, but if you lose that sword or that pipe, those are the ones you need. Those are the ones that have the reach you need. Hagar can swing weapons even faster than Cody, so you should be good. But yeah, you just want to spam until they're out of there because they can get you, they can work you down really quickly if you're not sharp. All right, we're out now into the streets of the west side. We've got a little bit more to go here. Oh, I hate those guys. Little charge attack there to knock me down. We'll take one of these out. Let's see if we can get them both thrown over there. There we go. Oh, now we gotta watch out for Sid. He tortures toys just for fun. Oh, different Sid. Maybe it's the same Sid. Who knows? Maybe this is him. Maybe this is the eventuality of that Sid. What he turned into. I don't know. I digress. All right, we got ourselves another extra life. We're gonna leave our barbecue on the street. Make sure that we only use it after we've cleared this scene. My gosh, we're in great shape right now. Okay. Couple more of these common enemies, and then I think we got to worry about a lot of these punk rock guys, the Billy type enemies coming later in this section. So again, keep them in good control here. Keep them all to one side. Use that throw to clear out enemies that show up behind you in those combos if you can. So the whole time I'm working through this, if you do struggle with this game, it's always when enemies are coming at you from either side. So the more that you can utilize that throw to keep enemies on one side or the other is helpful. So like right here, for example, thankfully they jumped across. But now we got them all. Oh, just took one right across the chin there. But anytime you can keep them all to one side, I'll keep preaching that the whole way through this walkthrough. And then when there's one enemy left, you know, do what you want. So Billy's out of here. Okay, I think we're up to the boss now, which is Eddie E, something like that. Now this is the grossest part of the game. He spits out his gum. He spits it out. It's laying there on the floor, on the ground. And sure enough, if you eat it, it's worth a ton of health for you. Like a silly amount of health. Almost a full restore if you take that gum, which is disgusting. So anyway, I just thought I'd point that out. I'm going to save that for now. We got one more throw. Okay, once he gets down to yellow health, he's going to start running from either side of the level to try to shoot you. All you want to do is stay in the middle and kind of like approach him as he goes one way or the other. I picked up the gum. That's disgusting. But once you kill him, all the extra enemies will die. But yeah, you want to just kind of approach him as he walks one side or the other. And that's one of the reasons I use Cody. He's a little bit faster, so Hagar struggles a little bit more at that spot. And now we are in Bay Area, and this is where the game actually ramps up the difficulty significantly. So we haven't lost a life to this point. We've accrued 2 of them, but you are going to be fighting your butt off in this section. And there are many times when you're going to have to go through and clear like waves and waves of the same type of enemy. You're going to have to clear those ninja guys with the knives, the fat guys. You're going to have to clear the basic guy, like Jay and Slash, all these guys. They pair up and they just constantly hit you with a barrage of all these different types of enemies. So key here, unlike what I'm doing, is really take your time in these first sections. You're going to probably lose a few lives in this play, like in this level on the way to the boss, and then at the boss, Abigail, in my opinion, the toughest one in the entire game that you got to be really sharp for. So, all right, first wave we approach now. Let's clear out the basic enemies, and then as we push forward, we're going to get our first wave of the same type of enemy, which are the fatties. And they can really cook if they decide to. So just be conscious. They're going to be charging at you constantly. You're going to need to use that jump and either knee or splash attack, depending on what you got. Oh, I got very lucky there to throw him out of the way. Keep them all on one side, but these are guys you can't just sit at like the punch length distance and attack, because they'll charge you and they'll take you out. So you really have to be a little bit more creative in your attacks. You might need to jump in a few times. You might need to push forward and try to hit that jab instead of sitting back. And it's okay to just bleed these guys dry a little bit, a little bit at a time. Being a little bit more methodical here is going to help you. Again, all these charges. Man, I'm in really good shape right now, avoiding some of these bull charges that they've got. All right, work over here, throw them back at the other ones. Yeah, we're in good shape here. Oh, that's what I mean. Sometimes they just will plow you down from off the screen. Oh, I thought I definitely knocked him down in time. Okay, not the end of the world. We got through that section, and then if you do, I believe you got some health coming up in these barrels here, but you do have an Ondor you can draw out before Ondor Jr., so only approach this area slowly. See if you can take this one out one at a time rather than having to, I got him pinned against the barrel. Look at this cheese. We'll take it, baby. Spam that attack. Let's go. See you later, pal. Yeah, you should have health no matter what in the bottom barrel. It's not really great. I got a gum and a soda. But we'll take it. It's something. And yeah, you can clear out those enemies one at a time. Moving through too quickly will draw them both out. Makes it a lot harder. So approach that one slowly. Oh, and then we got ourselves a nice little sword here. A sword. All right, up here, 3 barrels in a row. You're going to want to use your whirly bird attack, whether it's the clothesline or that kick. And you can take out all 3 from the middle. And I got myself a pizza up there. We're in great shape. Oh, having a little bit of processing trouble, it seems, with the sprites. Oh, because we got more barrels coming out. Okay. So, they're going to come at you from either side there. Take your time going through them. Oh, what a great shot. Keeping this sword is difficult here. If you can get everyone to one side, more power to you. But it does make your attack a bit slower, especially if you're Cody. So, if it gets knocked out of your hand, it might not be the end of the world if it does. But just slipping the attacks right now. And just... I'm in bonus time right there. It is. Yeah, figured Billy would do something like that. Got out of there, got my pizza back. Great use of the health, and you definitely don't want to take multiple shots. So if you take a shot from behind or whatever else from one of these guys, don't hesitate to use your special attack to clear out the room and get it all taken care of. Okay, I realize now that these guys I'm only going to have 3 on screen at any time, so I can probably push forward to the end here and draw out as many more enemies as there are. This is when you're going to face all the Billies and Sids, are right after, you clear out those barrels and those basic guys. So, but we did pretty well clearing them back there, and now we are moving to the bathroom, which is quite odd. It's right on the main boardwalk, and it's disgusting, and the stalls are just out in the open. There's no wall. It's just people doing their business. Oh, I do love the detail of having one of those door stalls off its hinges, though. That is just pure and unadulterated truth for how public bathrooms are. In complete disrepair, though. I mean, I got a 1-star this bathroom on my Yelp review, I think. Do I Yelp review bathrooms? I suppose you do. If you're Yelp reviewing anything else, I suppose the bathroom is a consideration for that. All right, the slashes you do have to worry about here. Really high damage enemies, so even if they block, I would just sit back and let them approach you and respond to them. They're not particularly fast. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Had to vary the attacks there. They're not particularly fast, and even if they block your attack, you can still pull off that throw at the end of your combo if they block the first 2 attacks. So if they're in range, oh, you dirty little rat. If they're in range, you can certainly pull that off. And then you got to worry about these J enemies, which have a little bit more health than you want to see, but they are a lot faster. So if you can get all of one type of enemy on the screen, it makes it a little bit easier, but once it's both of those combined, it is very difficult to get out of there without taking some damage. All right, Jake on the screen now. Let's get him, throw him back towards 2P. Come on, give me health. Give me health. Of course not. Of course not. Why would it give me health? Oh, watch out. Okay, get him over that way. And now we might as well push through, see what else is over here. Oh, I made a big mistake. Oh, got rid of Axel, okay. All right, ooh, 1 shot there, running low on life here. I think I'm probably going to take an L of a life here. But we'll fight as much as we can. We've done really well to this point. Very confident that we should be able to get through Abigail here. Plenty of lives in the bank. I just don't have a great strategy for Abigail, so I'm always worried about how many lives I've banked to this point, because I end up just taking so many shots from him and don't really know the best strategy to getting rid of them. So, all right, then you want to stay at the top of the screen when the music changes. This is when you're going to have 3 Hollywoods come out with a bunch of, like napalm, apparently, sticks, and just try to set you on fire, which is quite a choice for this game to make. But sure enough, they did that. Oh, I gotta watch out. I got both sides of me. All right, use that. Yes. The big throw there to clear out the enemies at me. And yeah, you're going to clear out a couple of Billy enemies here, one Slash, and then we're going to have more waves of those Hollywoods coming at us. All right, got Slash out of there. Billy is out of here. All right. Keeping this 8th life alive. Up to the top again. If you throw them away from you and then step away, you shouldn't deal with any of the other flames from the other enemies on screen. You got 2 waves of them to deal with here, so just grab them, throw them out of the screen, and you should be okay. Sometimes they kill themselves. It's kind of satisfying to watch. And then we've got, oh no, I hate this combo of enemies. One slow and high damage that's sneaky, and then 2 of these fast guys. You gotta hope that they approach you at the right time so you can clear out with a throw. Actually, that one worked out pretty well. Wow. We're getting quite lucky, I think, in terms of when they're timing their attacks. Because I can tell you, those scenes right there with Slash and 2J and 2P, whoever it is, 2P, they can drain you. Okay, now we're up to the ninja guys, and these guys are gonna absolutely take one of my lives. They are tough to deal with when you got 3 of them on screen, and they fall out of the sky. So the Elgatos are gonna fall out of the sky. You're gonna see their shadow briefly. Oh no. Yep, there it was. You're gonna see their shadow briefly on the screen before they show up. Now you can use knives here if you took it. You can use knives here that they drop. If you're Hagar, you're going to throw it no matter what. If you're Cody, you could potentially line them up to, keep stabbing them in succession. I actually like to clear them out of the screen if I can, because accidentally picking one up causes a delay, and it makes it a lot tougher. Okay, we're dealing with a lot on the screen right now. So if I can throw these off the screen, I'm going to take my opportunity to do that so that I don't accidentally pick them up when I'm trying to punch. Don't be hesitant to use your special attack, even though it takes a little bit of damage from you. It's way worse to get caught between these guys. They can drain your lives very quickly. Okay, I got a good rhythm now where I'm actually able to stab them down, which is nice. Let's see if we can keep this thing going. There we go. There we go. Work one side or the other. If I can get out of here with just 1 life lost, I think there's a barbecue coming up at the next section that you can restore your health as well. So, really high stakes here if we can get through, and I think we did. Okay. Grab a knife. We're in good shape here. Yeah, there's going to be another set of drums. Now, you got basic guys to worry about here. You got to judge based on the health you have whether it's worth it to try to clear them out and, potentially restore even more life if they were to slip a shot in there. I'm too low on life. I got to get my health and get it out of here. And I believe barbecue is always available in that bottom barrel. And of course, I'm being a little more risky than I need to be, but I haven't had a good opportunity to go down and get it. But now we've got it. Full health, only 1 life lost. Oh, I hate these guys. I hate the fast punks. 2P and J. They're so cool with their complicated shoes. Anyway. Alright, and oh yeah, keep them all on one side and keep advancing. Love to see that. Alright, couple of the basics left to go. Brett, Doug, Simons, Jake. All of them. Taking it. Oh, and we got ourselves another extra life. I mean, we are now in perfect shape for clearing this out. And I always thought, I believe I always remember as a kid, I always thought that I had literally fought all the way through the night, and I'm now fighting right into daybreak. As you see, the sun is rising on the horizon there, which I thought was really cool artwork that they included in here. I'll take a stupid shot from a guy on a bench. You don't even deserve to be a vigilante justice distributioner, Cody. Not if you're going to get hit by a guy on a bench. Okay, Jake is out of here. Y'all are taking it now. All right, Statue of Liberty. We stand for freedom. We're getting very close. Very close to Abigail now. It's a long level, this one. Just littered with enemies, and if you can get through this, level 5 I actually find to be a bit easier than this, so you'll be right near the end. But man, you could imagine, certainly the arcade game is a bit tougher, but you can imagine the number of quarters that you could throw into a game like this with how many enemies they got. And of course it was more difficult. So really, really something this level with all the enemies that they just throw at you. Okay, general strategy, if you haven't caught it by now, clear out the current screen of all the enemies before you go pick up that health. Gauge it based on how much you have. I can take a lot of shots before I take, before I'm in danger of losing a life, so you might as well use that. And here's Abigail. So when he runs onto the screen, you can do your double combo, but he is going to charge up like this and absolutely maul your face. Now, if you're lucky and have good timing, you can stop him. Oh, I tried to throw him and it didn't work, and he grabbed me, and out I go. Now, when you're invincible, grab them, couple of knees, and throw them. That does the most damage that you can do from Cody's perspective, at least. If you're Hagar, probably a couple of punches and maybe a suplex. I believe you can. There we go. Ooh, I got lucky there by hitting him with a finished combo. I'm taking out some of the extra enemies. It just clouds up the screen, makes it a little tougher for me. If I can get just missed the timing. That's what I mean, man. I mean, couple attacks and he can take you out. So I had to kind of take my lump there. Got a knife on screen. That was helpful. He's down to about maybe 2. Oh, I missed it again. My timing is terrible on these. There we go. Got one. But it's really not. Oh, and if he's close to you, you got real trouble. Because he can keep out of range of your punches and just tee off on you. So sometimes killing him, for me, honestly, is just about maximizing the damage that I give him when I'm attacking after dying. That's about what it is. Oh, there we go. Oh, changing planes when he attacks you might be took 3 on the chin and then got thrown in the air. Maybe not. You know, just kind of observe this fight for what it is and see if there's something you can pull from it, because I don't have a great strategy. Okay. Took one right on the chin there. What? I mean, can we jump kick? Okay, we can jump kick when he did. Did I just miss out that could have been the way to deal with him the whole way? Maybe just drop kicks? Hey, we saved our life at the end there. We were really low on health, but Bay Area is now clear, and we are into Area 5 after the second bonus stage. So the key to this bonus stage, stay right in the middle of where the glass is, and you can typically take it out with one shot. Cody's very fast at punching, so you should be fine to take these out even if they require multiple shots, which those did. Work your way up to the top, but the more that you're in the dead middle of where the glass is, you're going to move through this pretty easily. If you're at the top or bottom, it's going to spin, knock you down. It's going to be a pain in the butt. So there we go. Cleared that out as perfect. Get ourselves some extra score, which got us an extra life. So we absolutely love that. We're going in with 5 to the last level. So now we are at Uptown, and you can see the big building complex. And we're going to push through here, and the first thing you got to deal with are some barrels behind you. Got ourselves a couple health, maybe a little point there. That's fine. Oh, I didn't actually want to take that soft drink, but so be it. See if you can save the health for as long as you can on this section. But you're going to fight on the streets. It looks like maybe you're even on, like, are you on the sidewalk? I suppose you're on the sidewalk here. And working through this, so they're going to come up from either side of you. A couple of basic guys now. I think, too, as you work through these enemies, you may have to deal with another set of barrels soon. Just my muscle memory here is thinking that's coming. All right, I think we're good with Jake on one side. Yeah, we'll clear him out, grab our soft drink, and move on. Yep, more barrels. There they are. Knew it. Some of these things you just don't forget from when you were a kid. Okay, got myself a root beer. That's nice. Let's save that barbecue, which is a really nice drop to have for us. And we'll take out these common dorks here. Simons and Bread and Jake. So many. No genetic variants in these enemies at all. They look exactly like their brothers and sisters. And they're named exactly the same. Really lack of creativity by the parents of these individuals. I think we'll name you Jake, and we'll name you Jake, and we'll name you Jake. And you're all going to wear these same denim vests and tight blue pants. Can I wear a different color, Mom? No, we don't stand for that in this house. Okay. Chandelier coming up. Oh, I hate the way that unfolded. Chandelier coming up. As you walk under it, it's going to fall and shatter, so just be conscious of that. I think I'm going to take it out now. Walk out of the way. Ooh, another barbecue. Love to see that. Okay. So we'll clear this area out again before restoring our health, keeping him at bay with a couple of punch combos. Axel, you dork. Come on, don't block. Blocking's for losers. Okay, cool. Grab our barbecue, and we're feeling good right now. 5 lives. We're up to the elevator. Watch out for the dashing fat guys at this section. And then Andor on one side. Ooh, not good at all. Definitely got to use that to get out of the way. All right, let's see if we can... Oh, my gosh. Oh, and then a kick right to the jaw. Look at the flexibility on Bill Bull. I said that like Bald Bull. Bald Bull. That's a Super Punch-Out reference. We'll get into that one eventually. Okay, throw them back towards the Andors. Once you clear them out, you got one more combination of these Andor enemies to take out. But if you keep them to one side, generally these guys are actually, I find them to be among the easier ones to take out because they always walk into your punch range and they get up at just the perfect time that you can just pin them and keep punching. So, works nice and easy. Yeah, get him against the wall if he's the last enemy and just keep hitting him with combos. And because Cody punches so darn fast, you should be fine. Okay. In we go now to the elevator. A little low on life. Got to watch out for that. See if we can find a little health restore. You're going to walk into a bunch more dashing fat enemies. So be conscious. I didn't even listen to my own advice. And then again, the flexibility and the range on the big guy here is very impressive. Look at him. Was he in a can line, potentially in high school? Maybe that's why he turned to a life of crime. He just, he never got his shot. I don't know. Now it's a tragic. Now this has become a tragedy. From a beat 'em up to a tragedy. The story of Bill Bull. Anyway, Sid and Billy now joining these fat losers. And now we're out by the pool. What are we in the back pool complex now? We've taken our way up to, there's a lawn out here. Did we go down? Potentially? Where did we even go in that elevator? Is it like a Wonkavator? It's 3-dimensional. It takes you to different areas of the city? No idea. If anyone knows, please let me know in the comments, because I can't figure it out. Andor was going ham right there. We had to clear him out with a spin kick. That was insane. All right, and then we got to worry about his purple brother. I guess it's his father, right? So if he's Andor, and that's Andor Jr., the G and U, is that Grandpa and Uncle Andor that we faced in Area 3 in the West Side? Maybe it is. I always called him that. I know that. So I suppose this is 4 generations or 3 generations of what is it? Izzy Mandel? This is the Mandelbaums from Seinfeld, these Andors. You think you're better than me, don't you? That's what I see out of these enemies. Just a lot of insecurity. Follow me for more therapy tips. Okay, now we've moved on past those big brutes and onto these fast, pesky losers. Gosh, if you don't hate these enemies by this point in the game, I don't know what game you're playing. They are so annoying. And then I got 3 more of them, and they got me sandwiched. Too bad I'm better than all of you. Look at me being the best. Yeah, 2 of you with 2 birds, 2 pea with 1 punch. Okay, 1 more to clear out. Come on. Oh, I didn't even touch this guy yet. All right, knee combination, get him out of here. All right, now we are moving. Okay, now we're up to more of these napalm throwing Hollywoods. Again, same strat, stay to the top of the screen, throw your guy on your level away from you, and then walk the other direction. You shouldn't get hit by any of what they're throwing at you. And now we got more basic guys to deal with. The combination. I do like the color combination of these 3. Got a little bit of a red-gold, little primary color trio coming in here with red, blue, and gold. Yellow, I suppose, if you want to stretch it. Okay, now one thing to be conscious of here. We're up to the second last scene in this area, but there are a lot of enemies that are hidden behind that railing that you see starting on the left side. Oh, I almost took a double axe handle to the back. That would have been a call that JR would have made from WWE. Oh, sickening thud. Okay. Axel's out of here. When you advance here, there are lots of things. Look, starting at that column, boom, diamond, barbecue. Lots of other things you can pick up. Don't just advance without picking those things up. Full health restore, 5 lives. We're in good shape right now. Now we're in the interior hallway of what I can only assume is the boss's complex here. So, a couple of these. Oh, I hate Billy so much that flames on the side of my face. Heaving breaths. If you know the reference, put it in the chat. Put it in the comments. Okay, Hollywood and Elgato to worry about, but we've got ourselves another barbecue to get ourselves restored. So again, don't use that early, but of course, I'm wasting my opportunity, and I gotta go pick it up before I wanted to. Awesome, Nate. You're doing a great job here. You're not falling apart at the end at all. Okay, did get rid of him. Okay, no harm, no foul. Cleared those enemies out. And now we got a knife. And now we got 2P out of here. Good. Might as well just push at this point, I guess. And we got another chandelier dropping. Probably some more health in there. Yep, looks like a little curry. Obviously, curry that falls from a lighting fixture will fix your health. That's what Mom taught you as a kid. Anytime that you're not feeling so good, take a look in our chandelier. See if you can find a couple of salmon fillets. That'll juice you right up. Seriously, the food in this game is so weird. Okay, Bilbo. Oh, now you got the fat guys coming from either end. I got to go pick that up. It's about a half health restore for a curry. So you can grab that one. And then, all right, we got Bill Bull, the tragic story of Bill Bull, who never made it in his high school can line, and now has turned to a life of clearly eating and crime. Okay, couple more barrels in this section that I think one of them has a sword for you no matter what. And you can use that going through, but you're going to have another set of rolling barrels coming. Oh, we got a pipe. And then the sword is always at the bottom. That's where it is. I'm in such deep trouble. I keep getting sandwiched by guys. You can see how quickly that they can stack up the damage if you get attacked from both sides at the same time. So do take heed of my advice. Keep them all on one side. Okay, we'll keep the sword here. I think from here we've got to worry about some barrels that are going to be rolling at us, so be ready to use your special attack. Yep, there it is. Give me that. Oh my gosh, give me that barbecue. Give it to me. Give me the hamburger. Oh, I don't even need it. Hamburger. Wow, hamburger really restores your health. I thought it was a smaller health restore than that. Well, we got very lucky in getting both of those in that set of barrels, so we'll take it. Oh, throw Andor. Throw them over there. Good. All right, keep them all to one side. Now get Hollywood out of here. All these references that come up as I'm playing this game. Hollywood, among my favorite characters of the Andrew McCarthy and Kim Cattrall great movie Mannequin. For those of you who've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Hollywood was an icon. Not this Hollywood. This Hollywood sucks, but that Hollywood was great. All right, now we can toss this, the patriarch of the Andor family to and fro before picking up our barrel meat and moving on. One more set of barrels here. Nothing. You gotta be kidding. That stinks. Well, I did get double health in the last set, so I guess it's not the end of the world. Okay, we're getting really close to the end of this long corridor that we have to get through. I think it's this scene and maybe one more before we're at the final elevator to bring us up to the last corridor before the last boss. So we're getting close. We've cleared out nearly every citizen in the entire city. Because, as you've seen, I haven't seen one single bystander. I saw a couple of dogs that were barking on the side of the street in the Uptown area, but that's it. So yeah, we're literally taking out every human being in the city because it's been that. What was Hagar doing as mayor? Oh, no, that's right. The last mayor they paid off. So that's why nobody even lives here. It's just the gang. Who is the gang terrorizing? There's no market. This is just bad business. They saturated the market with gang activity, and now they have no one left to gang after. This is terrible. It's not a sustainable business model is all I'm saying. Okay? These are the thoughts that run through my head as I play this game. Oh gosh, I hate getting just a stray shot when I feel like I pulled off a punch and they didn't honor it. There was no honoring of the punch button on that last one. All right, grab $1. Very nice that they just have a wad of cash in a barrel. Same place. Money among the dirtiest things on the planet. In the same barrel where the barbecue is. Of course I would eat that raw. It looks... I mean, what kind of meat shank is that? And it's on a plate. Really interesting. I'm curious who stocks the barrels with meat shanks. Okay, now we have finally worked to the last part of this corridor. So you got to deal with one more wave of enemies here. Easiest way, get them all pushed up against the... Oh, get out of here. I totally had that. Get them all pushed up against the elevator if you can. It's not as easy as it looks. Not that I even made it look easy, but that is the strategy. If you can manage to get everyone kind of in the same line, oh, we are in great shape now. We are just going to continually stab the hell out of that guy. And then, when you think it's over, you've got another wave of, 3 more or 4 more of these guys. So they are pulling out all the stops. This is the final way to get... Oh, man. Then they just show up from other sides. It's the worst. Yeah, you got to have your head on a swivel on this part, especially with how fast the enemies are that you're dealing with. But the more you can keep them pinned up against that wall, the better. All right, we finally made it now. You can tell by the fact I chucked my knife. Now, in this same spot, same principles apply. Behind every column, there's an item or something that can help you. So just be conscious to go in the middle of the screen and behind every column where it hides your view, go and try to pick something up. Oh, use that. Yeah, get out of here. Get my bananas. There we go. Oh, man, I am just not sure. I'm tired. I've fought through 5 geographic areas of the same people, and my fists hurt from constantly punching your faces. And I'm tired. I'm winded. Okay, clear out Doug. One more. There we go. Yep, and we're into the final corridor now. So, again, every column. There's another pizza there. Gotta love that. I'm not sure if it's always health in the first and third column, but, take note of that. You can probably clear out the enemies before getting the health at those sections. All right, come on, punk. Gosh, I really am old. I definitely have the get off my lawn energy. at this point, like playing through this again, you just see, you're just like, can you all just leave me alone? Can I just go into my den and read and have quiet? No, you've got to go ahead and kidnap my girlfriend. So now I got to go save her. Ruins my whole Saturday. Oh boy. Oh, he came off the top rope, didn't he? Get out of here, punk. Oh, and then another health restore. We are in great shape. Oh, and now we got fatties. I mean, they're everything that you can think of, they're going to throw at you in this section. Oh, and then Jay is just, sitting down, enjoying a sit. He's doing what I wish I was doing. All to one side. It's such a beautiful thing when you get multiple people on those combo shots, too. Get them thrown over there. You see, you got to get good at that combo, especially Cody or Hagar. The suplex into people with Hagar is particularly satisfying as well. Doesn't have as much range, but very useful, and pulls it off much quicker. Okay, we get to the carpeted area. You got another Andor flying at you. Careful. Whoosh, always right there. So if you draw down that chandelier, it can actually hit them. And then if you can get them all to one side, we are in the last scene before the final boss. All right. Keep them all to one side, slowly but surely. Andor doesn't do anything if you sit there and just spam punches, so you can feel free to do that. And you can't really push through this area with missing the barbecue, I don't think. Maybe you can. So I'm just going to hang here by it, make sure I clear these guys out before I get my health restore, and then we'll get through here. Come on, one more. Come on, Simon's door. He actually backs up. He has some modicum of intelligence to not just run right into your fists. Okay, got through the tough sprite lag there, and now we're to Billy and Sid. These jumpy losers. Come on, Sid, get out of here. Almost. One more, Sid. Come on. Good. And then Billy. You're my last dork to take care of. It looks like maybe you can move through the barbecue. So just be conscious not to do that. I'm going to grab it because it's just one more of them, and I'm going to destroy this guy. Okay. And we're moving on, finally, to the final boss. So he's going to end up in this, motorized Barca Lounger, which looks awesome. As soon as you grab him, it will shatter. And then when you grab this guy, you got to be real conscious that he's going to start firing those arrows all the time. So he's going to jump around the screen, and even when you punch him, he starts shooting arrows straight up. So you have to be really, really sharp to not get too caught in a combination or anything else. It's like right there. Shot him right up in the air as I was doing my combo. He's going to take you out. The best way to do this is just constantly try to grab him and throw him as quick as you can. If you can do that, and firing out your punches as well. Ah, shoot, he got it. Yep, he's going to hit me if I do that. I can't really stop, but... And he jumps out of your grasp really quick, so you just got to be real fast in when you execute that throw, and you should be able to whittle him down over time. I take out the extra enemies as quickly as I can, just to make the life a little bit simpler, so if you can actually prioritize them when they're available, it does help. All right, let's... Oh, outside the range, got one there. Okay, feeling good on that one. Oh, come on, give me something. Yes, didn't get hit by the arrows there. Gave Andor the what for. We're going to get him out of here. It's going to be great. Okay, out you go. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here, loser. Come on. Oh, no, I'm in trouble. Yep. The arrows, man. Oh, and then when you get up, he just keeps firing, so you got to get off that same plane. He is pretty legit, man. Belger is no joke. But once you've cleared off the extra enemies, it does make life a little bit easier. Oh, I got very lucky there. And I think more enemies show up on the screen as his power goes down, so just be conscious of that as well. Can I get him pinned up against? Come on. Oh, there we go. Pulled off the combo before those arrows hit me. That is one way to stay invincible to them. He's down to 3 power bars left. Come on. Yes. Okay. Pulling off that throw. That might be the play. Oh, tell me I got him. Tell me I got him cheesed. Oh, I might have him cheesed. Oh, no. Never mind. He doesn't. He has a little bit of invincibility when he gets up from being knocked down, so can't just sit there and pin him against the wall. All right, one more time. All right, but I am pinning him right now. Every time he tries to jump. All right, he's down to his last bit of power. Come on, we're there. A little bit more. No one's coming to your rescue, Belger. Why'd you have to take Jessica? That's my girl. Come on, one shot. Come on. No way. I thought that was it. I thought it was. Come on. Oh, get out of here. He's gonna finish me. No chance. No shot. Yes. And through the window. How freaking great. Finish him with a drop kick out the window. Round 5 clear. And we've finally done it. The Mad Gear are eliminated. And a pretty sweet ending here. Belger falls to his death. Very Tony Montana or anything else. And now we have finally reached the end. Thank you guys for joining me. I love this playthrough. Final Fight is such a satisfying game to play. Here's your ending sequence. You've got a little bit of a story they're going to drop on you. It feels like an arcade game, which I just love. So thank you all for joining. Subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to like the video and make sure to leave us a comment on the things you liked, any of the things that I dropped in of references that you need to know. Impress me with your movie knowledge. And in the meantime, enjoy the end of Final Fight.